Alright guys, so in today's video we're going to be looking at how to find the sine, cos and tan of what special angles. Not using our calculator but using our what? Our hand. Okay. Now you can be able to understand that in jamb there's nothing like calculator, okay? They won't give you calculator in jamb. Even they'll give you, but it will just be the calculator that has just the basic arithmetic, the plus, the minus, the division and all that. That is what they'll give you during your jamb exam. They won't give you a calculator that has sine, cos or tan. So, but in today's video, I'm going to be telling you how to find these cos, sine, and tan of these special angles. Not necessarily with your calculator, but with just your hand. It is very, very easy. So, as you can see, this is a sketch of a human hand. This is a sketch of human hand. Okay, and from this, you can be able to know that I've already labeled it. Your thumb is what is 0 degree. This one is your is 30 degree. You have to know this. This one is 45 degree. This one now here is 60 degree, and this one, which is the last one, is 90 degree. So you have to note this as we go into calculation right now. So the first step we're going to be taking, first of all, I'm going to lay down the rules in which we're going to be using to calculate this. The first rule is that as we're moving like this, when we're moving like this, if you're moving like this, okay, it is sine. If you're moving like this, it is what? It is sine. But if you're moving like this, it is cos. It is cos. Alright? So, but the tan part of it, the tan part of it, I'm going to be telling you how to find the tan part of it as we move on in this video. Now, the second one I'm going to be laying emphasis on is everything that we're going to be getting is going to be over 2. I'm just kind of telling you this so that when I start, it won't be confusing, you get. So, everything we're going to be getting should be what? Over 2. Do you get it now? It should be over 2. Understand? So, let's get in. Now, our first, we're going to go on with finding the sine of 0. Let's find the sine of 0. Okay, so we can say from 0, sine 0 is equal to square root of 0 all over 2. You see why I was saying 2? This is the reason why I said 2, because everything we're going to be getting is over 2. Now, the reason why it is square root of 0 is because when we reach here at this point, there's no finger at this point. So we actually call it 0. There's 0 finger at this point. So there's no finger at this point, at this place now. You get, there's no finger here. So that's why there's 0 finger. And because there's no finger at that point, we're going to say is what? Is 0. And we're going to square that 0. Remember, this is a mathematics trick. Okay? So you have to understand the rules guiding it. So since there's no finger here, okay, since there's no finger there, we're going to tag it to be what? 0. And we're going to square that 0. Now, when we square that 0, we'll divide it by 2, which is what I said earlier, that we're going to be dividing all of them by 2. You get? So we divide it by 2, and square root of 0 over 2 is what? Is 0. Square root of 0 over 2 is 0, which means that what? Sine 0 is equal to what? Is 0. Sine 0 is equal to what? 0. So we are done with sine 0 part of it. Now let's move on to the second one, which is what? Sine 30. The second one is sine 30. And according to what I said earlier, sine 30 is going to be square root of 1 all over 2. Of course, we will divide everything by 2. All of them are going to be divided by 2. Okay, so what we put 1 here is because of what? We have a finger here before 30. You get, we have a finger here, this finger now, before this 30. And that is why it is only one finger, and that's why this one here. So I have to square that 1. And when we square that 1, we're going to divide it by 2, which is constant. Or maybe say it doesn't change. This is what we're going to be using. These 2 are going to be using 2 to divide all of them. Okay, so from what we have here, sine 30 is equal to square root of 1 over 2. So square root of 1 is 1 over 2. And 1 over 2 is what? Is 0.5. 0.5. 1 over 2 is 0.5. Okay, so if you want your calculator, sine 30 is going to be giving you 0.5. This trick is very, very easy and simple, and it is really interesting. So let's move to the next one, which is what? Sine 45. Sine 45. Okay, we're going to be using the same rule. There's nothing different. Sine 45. Okay, sine 45 degree is equal to what? Is equal to square root of, now at this point we are having 2 fingers, this finger and this finger before what? The 45. You get it now. So what we're going to do here is that what? Since we have 2 fingers before 45, our square root is going to be what? Square root. Our square root, like we're going to square 2. You get square root of what? 2, because of what? We have 2 fingers before 45. So of course we're going to divide it by 2, which is what? I said it earlier that it doesn't change. We're going to be using 2 throughout. You get? So when you square 2 and divide it by 2, you're going to be getting 0.7071. There's still more, but I'm going to stop here. Okay? So when you punch your calculator sine 45, you're going to be getting 0.7071, which is something we got without using calculator. So if you understand this trick, it's very simple and sweet. It is very simple and sweet. Alright? So the next one here is what? Sine 60. We're going to take it on as sine 60 degree. Alright? Okay, so sine 60 degree is equal to what? Now, around here we have the first finger, the second finger, the third finger, and then we have 3 fingers before 60 degree. Definitely it's going to be what? It's going to be square root of 3. Okay? Square root of 3 over, of course, 2. So when you do square root of 3 over 2, you're going to be getting 0.8860. 0.8860 what? 0. There's still more, but I'm going to stop here. Okay, I'm going to stop here. There's still more here. Okay, so we're going to be, when you punch your calculator sine 60, you're going to be still getting 0.8860 and other numbers. Okay, so this is a nice trick. Like, when this trick is very simple now. Even when you learn it, you're going to be getting sine of special angle very easily without calculator, and you'll be really glad you learn this. I'm telling you, it's very simple and easy to understand. So the last one is what? Sine 90. Now when we take up sine 90, of course we do the same thing that we have been doing before. So the first finger, the second, the third, the fourth, okay? We have 4 fingers before what? 90. Definitely is going to be what? Square root of 4. Square root of 4 over what? Did I hear you just say 2? Correct. Over 2. So what we're going to be doing is what? Sine 90 is equal to square root of 4 over 2. So square root of 4 is 2, and 2 over 2 is what? Is 1. Very impressive. This is nice, man. Square root of 2 over 2 is 1. So sine 90 is what? 1. This is so sweet. This is so sweet and simple. Okay? So sine 90 is 1. Now let's move over to the cosine part of it. Let's move over to the cosine. I said it earlier that the cosine is from here. We're going to be counting from here. Okay? This is the cosine part of it. Because we're going to be counting from here. And for us to count from there, we will definitely start from 90. So cos 90 is what? Okay, cos 90 is equal to square root of what? Since we don't have any finger here, we have 0 finger here. Okay, it's definitely going to be what? 0, square root of 0. Of course, over what? 2, correct? 2. So square root of 0 over 2 is 0. So when you punch in your calculator cos 90, you're going to be getting what? 0. And which is what we just got now with our what? Calculator. Things very easy and simple. So cos 90 is what? 0. Okay, we're going to move into the next one, which is what? Cos 60. Let's move on to the cos 60. Cos 60 degree. Okay, here we have cos 60 degree. Before we get to cos 60, we're going to be having what? We have 1 finger before 60, which is what? Square root of 1. Square root of 1 over what? 2, correct. So 1 over 2, square root of 1 first is going to be 1, and of course our 2 is going here. Okay, so 1 over 2 is what? Is 0.5. That's right, 0.5 is correct. So when you punch in your calculator as well, cos 60, you're going to be getting 0.5. Very simple. Okay, very simple. The next one is cos 45. Cos 45. Cos 45. Okay, cos 45 degree is equal to what? Now, how many fingers do we have before 45? When we're counting from left, we have how many fingers before 45? We have 1, 2 fingers, which is definitely square root of 2. Square root of 2 over what? 2. I said earlier, 2 is going to be there constantly. So when we square 2 over 2, we're going to be getting 0.7071. Impressive. Do you get that? Impressive. So this is our answer. When you punch in your calculator cos 45 degree, you're going to be getting what? 0.7071. And that is cos what? 45. That is cos 45. When moving next to the next one, which is what? Cos what? 30. Correct. Cos 30. And according to what we have, first of all, we have to count the number of fingers before we get 30. That's the first step. So we have the first finger here, second finger, the third, and we have 3 fingers. 3 fingers, sorry, before what? Before 30. Before 30 degree. Okay, so it's gonna be what? Square root of, it's gonna be square root of 3 all over 2. That's right. So square root of 3 all over 2 is gonna be what? 0.8660. And that is cos 30. So cos 30 is 0.8660 when you punch in your calculator. Okay, so let's move to the next one, which is the last one. Not actually the last, but let's just move on to cos 0. Cos 0, cos 0 degree is equal to. Now, how many fingers do we have before? Before 0, let me just say 4. That's correct. We have 4 fingers before 0. Okay, so that's 4 square root of 4 all over 2. Square root of 4 is 2, so 2 over 2 equal to 2 divided by 2 is 1. So cos 0 is 1 when you punch in your calculator. Cos 0 is 1, and that is it. That's it. So the next one we're going to be moving into is nothing else than tan. 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 So how can we find tan? Well, first of all, tell you guys that tan, which is tan, can be gotten with sine. Okay. So when you have tan, when you have tan theta, which is an angle, we're going to be getting equal to sine theta all over cos, okay, cos theta. So tan theta is equal to cos tan theta is equal to sin theta over cos theta, and that's how we'll be getting our tan. Okay, when you want to get the tan, when you want to get tan 60, for example, tan 60, and 60, and here we're going to be writing tan 60 degree is equal to what? Now what we're going to be doing is that we're going to be doing the sine of 60 and the cos of 60. Now according to what we did before, our sine 60 is what? Our sine 60 is 0.8660. 0.8660, and our cos 60 is what? Is 0.5. Our cos 60 is 0.5. You get that? So what we're doing here is that we're trying to find our tan, okay? And we've actually listed the formula for finding it. Let me just call it formula here, okay, for finding it. Formula for finding the tan of special angles when you're not using calculator. So right here, what we're going to do is that we are finding the sine. Of course, we did it before, sine of 60 and cos of 60. And the next thing to do is that what? Since we're looking for tan, and tan is sine theta over cos theta. So our sine of 60 is 0.8660, and our cos theta is what? Our cos 60, sorry, is 0.5. So definitely our tan is going to be what? It's going to be 0.8660 divided by 0.5, which will be giving us what? It will be giving us 1 point, sorry, okay, 1.732. So when you punch in your calculator and 60, you're going to be getting 1.732. Okay, approximately you're going to be getting 1.732. That is how to find tan of special angles and how to find sines and cosine. So this is very simple. Okay, so
All right, guys, so that's all for this video. Thank you for watching. Okay, I appreciate your time. I hope you got value. I hope you got the right information you need. All right, so please, it's time to subscribe to this channel. Okay, help me to reach 1,000 subscribers. Please, I need your help to reach it. Without you, I can't. So please subscribe. It's free. It's totally free to subscribe. Okay, click on that subscription button and subscribe to my channel and help me grow. Okay, so thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.